See how the sound is. Oh, we're going through a whole little thing about the commoner class. Yeah, I'm streaming now. It is started. I'm just checking the sound. Hey everybody. Alright, sorry, I'm like hearing how everything is sounding so far, how the volumes are. How are y'all doing? Hello Jess, hello Samzy, hello Yogi. Hey, so excited. I've been dying to see you play this. Thanks, Taylor. I'm glad. And I like your name, Hornsby. There's a fun villager that goes by the name of Hornsby. Cool. So let's go ahead and let's see. How do I click out of this screen? Strange I picked. Oh, weird. Maybe I press start. Oh, there we go. All right, I figured it out. Hey, Cesar. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we're starting. I have a couple files that one I play, one I just kind of started just for nothing, but we're going to start a new game here. We're going to be playing the Golden Deer route in this stream. On my own, I'm kind of playing Black Eagles, so I don't know. I guess I'm just interested in seeing how each of the stories play out. So yeah, it's going to be Golden Deer. This was what was voted for on both Twitter and here most. So that's the one house I decided to go on for this stream. Regardless, though, I was between Golden Deer and Black Eagles, so I was just hoping. I was just essentially the vote was going to be to play as one on here and as one on my own, just to get a couple stories at the same time. So yeah, hey Lil Light, welcome. Okay, so new game. So what I'm doing is Sergio does a second podcast called Nintendo Jump Podcast, and there everybody has been making a pact to play a certain way. So what they're doing, playing on normal. Takes a long time with every move. So we're playing on normal, we're playing on classic, so fallen units are lost forever. Every decision counts, so that's one of the big things. We've got to have the permadeath on, and then we're not resetting if someone dies. So those are the conditions, essentially. Oh wow, this is loading real crazy. All right, so let me know how you all feel about the volumes with these stories.
this. Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die for it. Die! Die! You took everything that I loved! He's gone now, Mother.
All right, I am back.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here.
All right, so we've got a little person we're meeting here.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Okay, so I guess what do you all want me to pick? There's a female and male form of Byleth. On my own playthrough, I am playing as female Byleth, but I'll let you all vote, see what you all want me to play as. When I played this the first time, I was so worried that my choice between demon, ghost, human would affect the game. Oh yeah, there are a lot of little choices here. So yeah, this is this design. This is the one I'm used to because that's what I'm playing as. And then this is the male design. All right. I don't know. I guess nobody's really saying anything quite yet. Can you all hear me? Oh yeah, okay. I hear myself. Either will do. I want female and called her Pandora, but both designs are cool. I see. But maybe male since it's different. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe playing as both, so it might as well try that.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway? I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
All right, so I'm gonna stick to the Byleth name. Usually I change it, but this game I decided to keep
I
them.
shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Let's see. What's today's date? Let's go with that. We'll say August. That does not move the direction I would think it does would. Like if you click down, the number goes up, but if you click up, the number goes down. All right. So this is today, so we'll go with that.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
So she's a little tired. All right. Yeah, so this first little portion, I think we're going to be introduced to
Hey,
Byleth's
time to
dad.
wake up.
Yeah, here we are.
Were you having that dream again?
we'll say, is dreaming about war.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Alright.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
So I do like in this game, whenever we pick like the option they like, we do get a little boost in the relationship with each character. So here we are, we gotta choose one of 3 Pokemon.
We're being pursued by a group of bandits.
Hey
I
D-Dub.
can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation.
I feel like our birds are less chirpy today. I say that and they chirp. So yeah, we've got our choice between Edelgard,
I guess they followed you all the way here.
Claude.
Come on,
Oh, Angel, you always get that wrong in the game. Yeah, it's hard to tell what characters are gonna like at first. I think you gotta spend some time with them, see what they're like. So yeah, I saved file 1 for all of you. So I've got 11 hours on my second file and like 9 minutes on the other one. I just did like intro stuff. So we'll do file 1 for this playthrough. I'm surprised I have 11 hours on my other one. So when this game like does all of these like title things, I feel like they have way too many titles for some parts. Alright. So this first part, they're just gonna try to tell us how to play. I'm gonna kind of skip through this. So I always like to essentially distinguish between units in range and units not within range. So we've only got 1 here, and typically what I do is I'll start with
Ready and willing.
an arrow just to take down a little bit of the health from somebody, so that way when my next person attacks up close, I will not lose any HP. So
I'll cut through.
I guess usually I use Byleth here, but we'll go ahead and talk to Claude.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village.
Yeah, so I always like getting those little chat animations, and I don't know if this game does it, because I haven't played too much further in. I haven't done like too many missions yet. I've done a lot of like the school stuff, but in older games, like you could talk to characters that were enemy units and recruit them if you talk to them. So I tend to talk to everybody here. We'll just go ahead and do all of that while we move on forward. So this first mission, you know, it's pretty basic. It's not the hardest mission. You kind of get some background on the different terrains and everything. For example, these forest areas will raise your defense. So it seems like this guy is gonna attack me here. I can move just about there. I can't move into that forest because it does take another unit for me to get there. So I'll just move in a little closer. I might move my Byleth in to fight this guy, just to get them out into the open. They won't do too much. Man, our units tend to be really a lot stronger, I feel, in normal when they're doing their attacks and such. Alright, so I think we can do a lot of damage over here. Actually, do I want... No, that guy's almost dead, so I'm going to focus Claude on somebody who doesn't have too much HP, or has a lot of HP. And then we'll go ahead and move Edelgard there to finish the job. She doesn't have the best accuracy. So, I know there's not like a weapon triangle in this game. Oh, goodness. We missed. That's alright. We'll just go ahead. But what I was gonna say is, I know there isn't like a weapon triangle thing in this game, but it does seem like the weapons still have like strengths and weaknesses. You know what? Claude is gonna take some damage, but that's alright, because we're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep him. He's an arrow. So the sword users can attack right next to people with bows and arrows, and the bow and arrow people can't really do anything about it, but I don't think he'll take too much damage. Alright. I don't know what he's telling me these days, but I don't need to hear it too much. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move Claude over to this opening. Alright, he got plenty of damage there. So the weapon triangle that used to exist, so axes were weak to swords, and, well, swords were strong against axes. Lances were strong against swords, and then axes were strong against lances. And it seems like you still get a slight advantage if you still play with those rules. It's kind of weird. But for the most part, they said they've kind of taken them out. Alright, so now I'm going to move into these trees here.
Damn, why are there mercenaries in the
This
village?
poor guy.
Guess
He was just trying to do his job as a criminal, and people keep getting in his way. No, we're not the criminals. Mercenaries are just paid soldiers.
Attack when an ally is nearby.
Privatized armies, you know, versus public government run armies. Alright. So, I might actually, let's see, that unit. So this guy can go ahead and move up and hit me anywhere. But I don't want to kill him first, is the issue. Because that'll end it. We do want to get a little bit of extra experience from these fights, so if we choose our areas correctly, we'll be able to lure them out. Problem is they're going to be in the bushes, which will give them a little bit of an advantage, so I'm going to try to move to spaces where they might have to move a little further for me. Alright. That guy's... oh, great. He's blocking his two guys, which is going to be an issue. Oh no!
I'm the one.
I've never seen Geralt actually come in and get in my way like this. But I know I don't want Geralt to finish the job before. I do like that they returned the move to riders to be able to move afterwards, so I'm glad he gets out of my way. Let's see. If I think I can salvage some experience points for this. We'll get, I mean, it's on normal mode, so there is some grinding that we'll have access to. I'm gonna see how much damage Edelgard will do. So if she lands this hit, she'll actually kill him. It'd probably be better to do the smash attack, because we'll have 72% chance of hitting. But I'm gonna go ahead and move Claude over here and do some damage to this back person, and then we can get Dimitri a little bit of experience. I guess it's not a huge deal since we're not picking Dimitri's house, but it did matter to me that Claude got a little bit of experience. I probably should have just finished the job with Claude since we're going with his house, but it's fine.
You never had a chance.
Alright, so since we're going to be using Byleth a lot, I think I'll just finish this as Byleth. You can hit him twice, so he's definitely going to be dead. Alright, so we leveled up one of our future units at least.
Such power dwells within?
We got a pretty good stat growth too. I get so many 2s in my other file. It's a shame. Alright, so we got a little cutscene here. Oh yeah. This is gonna get chopped in half right there.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool.
You fool.
Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the
She's
value
like
of
in
your
your
own
head, I
life, you're
think.
not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
There we go. We've met Sothis. She is the beginning. And we are at the beginning of our journey, so that makes sense.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called
She's
me
in your
that?
head, and as you can see, she is adorable. We'll say Sothis.
I was not able to recall my name until just now.
Alright, we'll probably
Just
skip
like
through some of these things.
on your face. Phooey! That child's just.
If we demean ourselves, she'll like us a little bit more.
You threw
We're
yourself
less
before
than a
getting all
child.
as well as I have stalled the.
Alright. Thank you. Maybe I'll listen to a little bit of what she says.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
His little shrug there. It's the best.
What to do?
Alright. I'll just stay here and wait to die.
As though I could stand
Oh no,
idly
she
by
didn't
and
like
watch
that.
come to pass. Oh, but perhaps. Of course. I must turn back the hands of time.
She didn't like that answer.
Yes,
It kind of forces you in this first
it can
one.
be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time.
So I'm not going to use this option too much. I'm going to essentially avoid turning back time, and just if my people die, I guess they'll be dead. We'll have to deal with it. We'll just... yeah. If this one dies, you get a game over and it just starts from that beginning of the chapter again. Alright, here we are. A rematch. This is very Doctor Strange, and I love it. Yeah, I guess those little circle things and messing with the time, that is very Doctor Strange. She trying to get to her girlfriend.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here.
All right, so we're meeting the Knights of Seros. They're here to protect the students, but they weren't really around, so they had to call on some mercenaries. So that was our our intro to this game. We'll go ahead and save here. I like when you don't get like a little emblem yet at the beginning.
Captain Gerald, it is you. Goodness, it's been ages.
So apparently
Don't
Gerald
you
knows
recognize
this
me?
guy.
It's Alois.
Alois.
It must have been
He's like
20
Val Kilmer.
years that you
Yeah.
went missing without a trace.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just
It's
as
true.
loud as ever. And these days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has worked.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Alright, so we're getting stuck with this guy.
Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I'm a bandit.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Guess his dad doesn't
Even
think it's a
I
good
wouldn't dare
idea.
run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Guess I really do need a guide telling me what I need to do.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Let's see.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake
See,
of us all.
I'm gonna try turning up
His
the volume of
intentions were
their
as clear
voices
as
a little
day.
bit.
You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really.
I do love how they're all fighting over you.
A deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Let's see. We, I think this is, wait, Holy Kingdom, Burgeoning League of Nobles.
Is that right? Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head
Yeah,
back
I've
to the
been hearing
monastery.
about Claude's voice
Looks like we'll
actor
have to pick
and
this
all
up
of the
another
social
time.
media stuff. It sounds really fun.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
I'm gonna go with Claude here. Oh, I guess we pick them all.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
All right, I think I feel like the volume's a little better, so we can all hear their voice acting and everything. Because it is fun to hear it, so I don't want to skip over too much of it. And we get these really cool little cutscenes here. Jackie, you should
Part
see this.
1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 Houses.
We get a little story with artwork.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
Aren't those fun?
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Now we get our anime cutscenes.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mach Monastery.
Every time.
Ray is here.
It must be here.
flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. For many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
It's strange that they made him like mostly not talk, but then
Gerald,
they don't
you
decide to
already
like
know
type in
what
the
it is
name
I wish
there.
to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I got this last mixed up with the Palutena for a long
can't
time.
believe it.
Yeah, that's true.
Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you. I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
All right. I think they're done talking. They might talk to me a little bit more. But Taylor, good question. So Blue Lions still your least fave? I mean they are my least fave, but it's not like I'm not interested in that house at all. I am still interested, and I'm probably still gonna play through as the Blue Lions as well, just to do all 3 playthroughs and everything. But there are a lot of characters that are really awesome there. Oh, we get another little anime cutscene. How fun! Actually, this. I do really like these cutscenes and everything. So, essentially, we gotta
I
talk to
assume you are
everybody for our
already aware
tasks.
that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Oops.
May I
Alright,
ask
we'll
a favor
accept.
of you?
So we know who we're picking, and we're gonna do a little bit of running. There might be some experience points and stuff. So the one thing that I find a little bit difficult to deal with here is this map.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
So yeah, with the map, it'll kind of show you where you are and like how many people you have yet to talk to and everything. And there are a bunch of little rooms and stuff all over this place. But if you see like a little blue dot kind of thing, that kind of indicates, and you'll see it kind of in the main screen, but it does indicate a what's it called? Oh yeah, this is weird. The layout's very weird in the beginning because I found out there was like an upstairs a little bit later. But yeah, it's essentially just something that gives you like a little note or experience. So everybody right here is kind of giving you some more news or some more updates about like the different students and everything. So right now, the only students who know that you're the professor are the 3 house leaders. Everybody else is clueless to you, so they think you're just going to be another student there with them. So we are going to run into Edelgarden here.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
So if we click yes here, we can scroll through the list and learn more about all of them, which is pretty fun.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
So I think I'm just gonna stick to talking to the house leaders, and then we'll go through all of Claude's people since, let's see, oops, what am I looking for? I want to go up these stairs and do kind of the stuff up there before we get too far. But yeah, I got kind of lucky realizing there was an upstairs. I was just trying to get back to the room where I could talk to Lady Rhea again.
Let's see, I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
So I think this is one of the characters that you'll be able to recruit in the future.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
So you can take a look around his room. See. I don't think there's anybody here. Setet's office. What's strange is like you don't get an office upstairs. I was hoping for one.
Hey. Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door. Huh. That welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
I think her comments are much different if you play as a female character. Let's see. I don't remember her being this aggressive in my other playthrough.
Laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work. This is my
Alright. See if there's anybody else to talk to here. Seems like there is. Also, we can run, which is really nice.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodland. I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Alright. I think that's everybody up here. So you can go ahead and head back downstairs.
Let's see.
Yeah, she kind of fell a little bit. Okay. So we've kind of gone through this. It looks like there's somebody on the end here that we can talk to.
Hi. Okay.
Oops. Who's that? Oh, they were invisible.
You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
So yeah, we do get like this view that's got a bigger map. I don't think we can go through that door quite yet.
Yes.
We can come out this side. And we'll just go ahead and go up and talk through everybody. So it's still worth like talking to everybody, kind of, you know, making yourself known. So here's Claude.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and meet everybody from Claude's house.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
So now, let's see, swap display. You can do kind of a close-up. It doesn't let you like move the camera or anything, or rotate. Just a little bit of a close-up, but you get a little background on all of their stuff. So he's got Leicester lineage, multiplies experience earned by 1.2, and you can see kind of what they're strong as. So cruel to put so many cats in the game and have no way to interact with them. Yeah, there's no way to pet them at all. So if we go back, we can go ahead and start going through everybody.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on him, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again. He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
He needs a new shirt, too.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents. Lysithia is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know? Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess. Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Alright, so that's our house, who we're going to be playing as. Pretty fun. So let's go ahead and try to talk to some of them.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
His hair, so bad.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No,
Yeah,
Raphael.
he needs a new
That's
shirt.
Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Alright.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
It's like this.
Let's see.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved...
Oh, you are? Ignatz Victor.
And I am Lys...
Oh, this is who I'm
Hey,
gonna talk to.
are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
What do you think?
Awesome. Well, we've looked at everybody here. We'll go ahead and talk to some of these other students.
Okay. This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House.
Despite the
Our
haircut, I
house
think
leader is
Ignatz
Prince
grew on me.
Dimitri.
He seems nice.
All of
I think
us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
I really like that more people are playing Fire Emblem, because I think that happens with a lot of characters where you just kind of meet some at first and you don't know how you're going to feel about them, but then you like them after a while.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Yeah, it's pretty great getting to know all the characters.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It's funny you say that, Taylor. You said it's a lot like Animal Crossing in that way. I'm so excited to play this game. It'll be my first Fire Emblem. Yeah, Animal Crossing is... There's a couple things that I actually relate to Fire Emblem too. Like Fire Emblem, when you play with permadeath, I think it just makes you that much more attached to your characters. So like Animal Crossing, your characters can move away and they're kind of gone forever. Like, it's very unlikely that you'll see them again in your town. But here, like this game, like once you lose a character, they're gone forever. So I don't know, I really like that aspect of both this game and Animal Crossing.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend. I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Awesome. Yeah, I do like a lot of this house. Like, all of them have really great characters, so I am interested in all of them. I think just for me, I was most interested in Black Eagles and Golden Deer.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people, like, their first experience with Fire Emblem was definitely Fire Emblem Heroes. I didn't play Fire Emblem Heroes too much, I just felt like it was too simplified for me. I do really like the more in-depth combat of the full games of for Fire Emblem. My first one was actually Radiant Dawn on the Wii.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Alright, I think we only got a couple more.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Oh yeah, Lindhart. He's pretty lazy. I'm trying to get him to open up a little bit more in my other game. I'm trying to meet them all still, so I'm still digging into it. Let's see. I think that might be... Oh, there's somebody over here hiding in the corner. So we'll go ahead and chat with them.
What do you want? I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
So Yuritsa here is pretty similar to Linhart in their off-puttish ways. Alright. I think that's everyone, so now we choose. Speak to the house leaders. Oh, you know what? I never spoke with Dimitri here.
Hello. Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Yeah, so yeah, we'll talk to Dimitri.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
He's a little shy, puts his hands across.
I appreciate your effort.
Alright, so my quest is complete. I'll continue exploring just to double check. I've talked with everyone.
So,
It seems like I have. Let's see, how do I get to these stairs? I think they're over here.
hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Every time I see Linhardt, I keep getting distracted with his bow on the back of his head. You know, I guess I haven't really looked at the back of his head too much, so I haven't really noticed it. Let's return to the audience chamber.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Alright, time to choose my Pokemon. We've got our fire type here with Edelgard, a house for students of the Adrestrian Empire. That's how it's said. Many are nobility and most of them use magic. Magic is really strong in this game too. And then we've got the Holy Kingdom of Fargus with the Blue Lion House. That's our water type. And then we've got our electric here. Not grass this time with these starters, but we are going to pick Claude. I'm pretty excited for this
So you have chosen
playthrough.
the Golden Deer led by Claude, correct?
Yep.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Let's see.
Wait, what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Is that true? You aren't quite what I had pictured. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully. Oh, well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment. Becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the Knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Seros.
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible.
The captain? Who are you talking about?
Captain Geralt, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Seros and a peerless mercenary. Huh. It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Geralt deserves nothing but respect.
Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor.
Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea. Don't you agree, Marianne?
Huh? Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Well, we can find out for ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you've learned from the captain.
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. There's no meat involved. It's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here. Those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.
That was fun. It was fun going through like the Black Eagles one and then seeing the Golden Deer one. It's really cool. There's a lot of oh, it's motion controlled. The whole time I was trying to control this little character with the control stick and I didn't realize it was a motion control thing. Huh. I just figured something out. Yes, it also makes me feel a lot like Pokemon Nuzlocke since there's permadeath. Yeah, that's true. Are you thinking of recruiting other students or sticking to your own house? I'm going to recruit as many different students as possible when I play this. In all three of my run-throughs. Also, hi Neon Visions. Just purchased 3 houses yesterday and chose Gold Lions too. Yeah, so I'm playing on my own as Black Eagles, but this stream is going to be a not Golden Lions, Golden Deer playthrough. All right, so let's see. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Received 1,000 gold from the Church of Sieros as funding for this month's activities. So this little part takes us through all the different days of the week.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now. I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, Please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
He's getting right down to studying. So yeah, it'll walk us through the calendar, give us some different things to do. I think the first one's while it's teaching you, kind of gives you like a
Each
free
month,
look at everything.
Professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Alright. So here we can't really pick any of these things. No battles, no seminars. All we can do is explore and take a look around. So this is my room. I thought I heard a girl's voice, but I must have been imagining things. So as we walk around, this I think is now the point where we'll find blue little dots that'll give us like experience points and stuff. So it also shows us the different activities we can do, which is, or at least these are quests that we can do during that time. So it has some gardening, some eating, and some fishing. So let's go ahead and talk to Seth.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
Alright. There's another person we can talk to.
Okay. I'm not too keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
Yes. I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor, that I do not intend to lose. I hereby declare my intention to prevail at... Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of competition has carried me away. I won't speak so formally of a class assignment in the future.
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
We will accept. So we got some seeds that we can plant. Oops. There we go.
Did you hear the news, Teach? Looks like we're gonna have a good old mock battle between the houses. The Golden Deer House isn't exactly what you'd call an elite group just yet, so you may want to whip everyone into shape with some extra training. After all, competition is only fun if you win. To that end, I'd better prepare as well.
You know, I was researching what it's like to live here long before I even enrolled. Want me to fill you in, Teach?
Oh, so here we'll just get a little background on these things.
That means
I'll skip some of these things for everybody and we'll just focus on talking to everybody.
About the mock battle that's coming up, you don't mind me sitting it out, do you? As a fragile maiden, I'm useless in battle. I'll just cheer everyone on instead.
Nope, we're gonna make Hilda battle. Let's see. keep pressing the wrong thing. I'm used to playing with Joy-Con, funny enough. So I think there is a way to go upstairs in here too, which I learned recently. And it's fun that each month there is like a lot more you can explore. Like right now we are a bit limited.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
I guess Blanca's really into this.
I, was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Oh no. Seems as though she's a little afraid.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice. You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Alright, so we're getting all these quests now. Let's see. I forget where the stairs were for this place. Can I get upstairs yet? Let's take a look. Oh no, it doesn't seem like I can go upstairs quite yet. Okay. So we'll go over here and do some fishing and gardening. It's pretty fun to give us a little cutscene whenever we go to a new area.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
Oh yeah, now I see the bow in his hair.
Maybe.
It's here.
Let's see. I'm a little busy. I really can't right now. I got a lot of things to do. Work and stuff like that. Why don't you look at the flowers in the greenhouse instead? They're pretty.
Alright, last time I just left him alone and he didn't like me for that.
No.
So I switched up my goal.
Did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed. My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Oh, see, here's one of these spots. We got some seeds. Let's do some gardening, since we've got a quest for it. So the gardening, essentially we have this seed from Dudu. And we can plant it, and then there are like different options, like you pay a little bit to get some extra life out of them. Can't really harvest. Looks like we're all done. We completed that quest pretty easily. Who do we have to talk to still? Here's the fishing portion. I think we have to get a fishing quest from somebody. I forget who.
God, Goddess, I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Looks like he has some worries. Alright, so yeah, I have to find somebody. I think they're up here, actually.
Hello there, Professor.
see.
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
There we go. Now we've unlocked the fishing. We can go ahead and do that. So I really like the fishing in this game. It's different. It's like not something I've ever done before. So we have a reaction time here. And then we have to hit A at the right spot. So it has a little ring comes down and you have to try to match the ring like that. And then that's how you fish. So now, I think we can go and talk to her again, tell her we've completed her quest.
You have helped me so much.
And then here we have the bulletin board just to check on our things. So we have the share a bite option, and that's actually in this little area too. So everything kind of leads you directly to it. At least, I don't know, at first it took me a long time to find my way around, but now I see it's like kind of a straight line through everything. So let's see.
Yes. I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
I've kind of learned what I need to say to people.
Oh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
Alright, is there anybody? Oh yeah, Petra's here too.
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
So she's still learning the language. Alright, so this, we can kind of pick different characters to share a meal with. Let's see. I'm thinking, so this does raise their, what's it called? If you look at the top right corner, there's a little smiley face, and they've got a couple bars filled into that. That meter will determine how many things you can teach them when the time comes for lessons. So it's pretty nice to choose some characters in your place to raise that little stat. So I do have a few here. We'll probably go with Hilda, and I think Marianne's been a little sad. She's got a lot of prayers in her heart.
It's delicious. I know, so tasty. It would be nice if you spoke up once in a while, though.
Yeah, their motivation, that's what we needed. So when lessons come around, they'll be more motivated to do more learning. So you really want to focus on having like high motivation with your students so you can give them a little bit more stats. And if their stats are low, you can always choose like a rest day or doing like a seminar or something. So there are some cool things that you can do to really max out the benefits.
I could count on you.
So we completed that quest. Yeah, I'm a teacher now. Yeah, I've got to teach all of these students how to be the very best they can be. It looks like I just have to go upstairs to... There are a lot of characters that I still need to talk to. Let's see. Kind of get this bigger map. It's hard to find what direction everything goes. So it seems like over here, we've got a student. So this is the Amiibo Gazebo. You can scan in an Amiibo. Actually, I've got some right here. I haven't tried it out yet in my other file because I didn't have Amiibo on. But... Amiibo scanned. Let's see what we get from... I just used my Mabel Amiibo. Items now can appear near the Amiibo Gazebo. This amiibo has already been scanned. Okay. So we already scanned that. Let's go ahead. Are these the items? Oh yeah, okay. So here are the different things we can get. Mixed herb seeds, some fruit, pure water, a concoction, that's pretty good, and a door key, that's pretty awesome too. Oh, there are a lot of things that pop up when you scan in an amiibo. It might be a little strong. I'm gonna scan in one more just to see what other types of things we can get. I have all my Animal Crossing ones right next to me. I'm using Reese right now. This amiibo has been scanned. Items have already appeared. Oh, weird. Does it count like all of the Animal Crossing ones as the same? I'm gonna try my Smash Villager amiibo. The amiibo has been scanned. Items have already appeared. Huh. That's strange. Yeah. Well, I don't know. The Smash one is a little different, but it is an Animal Crossing character. It's my villager. Well, it gave me a lot of items. Maybe you can only scan like one per time. Let's see. The place is so huge, but that is the fun part. As I love exploring to a point, I don't use fast travel. Yeah, I always forget fast travel is kind of an option. Oh yeah, I can use all my Animal Crossing amiibo. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so... And it gives you quite a lot of items.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it? It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
This poor knight. He's regretting his life as a knight. Oh yeah, so this place is still locked off. We got no business here yet. That's what they tell us. Yeah, you can walk through all these gardens. There's a nice little eating area here. Ooh, presents. It's good to... Yeah, the exploring is really great in this game. I especially like that there are things that you can find whenever you walk around. So, oh, this guy is really slowing me down here. Let's get around him. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty nice that you can get some things out of everything when you choose to do any one activity. I kind of look around all the corners and stuff just to see if there's anything.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right. You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you? Well, yes. It's a bit difficult to explain. Please just let me know if you do see him, okay?
Alright. So I actually don't know if some of them have siblings or anything. Let's see. If we go to this map, we can kind of look around and see if there's a guy with a scowling face. With hair that's kind of red. I feel like Ferdinand isn't really scowling, but he's got the same like hair color going on. My dad. Yeah, that's true. Ferdinand, I guess maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should also pay attention to where they are. Let's see, facilities, the Officers Academy is where he would be, I think. Oh, here's a...
Indeed! As part of our commitment to the goddess, the Knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Alright.
Yes.
Right in front of the
Here, a
priest.
member of House Freshfeld, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
They're all very
Here's an
dramatic.
idea. There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
Got a lot of people to talk to around these parts. Oh, is this there? Nope. Oh, there they are.
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet? It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there. In a manner, yes, but it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Alright, let's take a look. I wish this map showed you, like, who wanted to talk. The easiest one to navigate, who wants to talk, is this one, but then it cuts off like half your screen. So here we are at like all the classrooms.
Do you know the provenance of our class name? The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
I wish I had Lysithia's motivation. Yeah, I guess she likes to read a lot and study. Let's see, kind of looking around to see if there are any little blue spots for us.
Right. Before I came to the Officers Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom Capital. That's where I met Annie. That's how I caught her next. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Here's the story. The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Alright. So yeah, like this exploring thing, there's always somebody to talk to.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
Here's our flag here.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor? Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Have you memorized everyone's names yet? I'm Ignat, in case you forgot. I'm looking forward to learning from you.
That really helps. The only reason we know is because it shows up on their speech bubble. You don't want to go back to school. Well, I'm going to school with you, see? I'm teaching children how to count and spell. Let's see. Alright, where do we need to go? It looks like we have to talk to people on the other side of this place. How do I get over there? Nope, that's a dead end. Gotta go this way. How do I get over there? Oh, they're way at the top, like where I started. But I went right instead of left.
Okay.
There's Edelgard.
Yes. I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts.
Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though. You really think so? With enough training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
Is Yuritsa. This guy does not like me in my other game at all.
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here,
Oh, yeah.
leave.
That could be the guy with the scowl. I guess his hair is kind of that color. He doesn't like me in the other playthrough, though. I haven't been able to say the right things to him. Alright, so now I think we can head upstairs and talk to some people up there.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
Really?
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago. Have you met Leonie yet? Apparently, it was my influence that inspired her to leave her village. Sorry to burden you, but could you watch over her for me? She's the only apprentice I've ever had.
It's pretty cool. Anything we can steal from this office? Nothing? Alright. I love stealing.
I think Captain Jarrett has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject. The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Yeah, I guess my dad doesn't age too much either.
A mock battle? This early? Wow, Professor. They're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you oh so very, very personally.
She is too much.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind. My research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh. A couple of square inches would do. No?
That's huge.
Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
We'll do the blood. Not a couple square inches of flesh, though. Let's see. I'll provide a blood sample.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
A vampire. Oh, wait, did I miss somebody? Who wants to talk again?
Oh, thank you, Professor.
Okay, that time it disappeared. The speech bubble was still there for me.
Huh?
Let's see. This way. I actually haven't been to like that left side too much. I should probably look into that. So all this, the library does have a lot to read. It's kind of too much to do
Tomasi
during this,
served as
but
the monastery's
it's
librarian
interesting.
for decades. Actually, he was away from Garrigmok for a spell, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Yeah, all this stuff, all these diamonds and stuff is reading material. And like I said, it's pretty interesting. And it's worth reading if you play the game.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros. The library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Alright, well, I think that's everybody upstairs that we had to talk to. I'm actually gonna go run to that other side of this place just to see what's there.
Really?
I'm running in the hall, so they say, really? Can't get in that room. Yeah, so there's really nothing here. Go ahead and move downstairs, I guess.
Hey, you.
I think.
Actually, let's look at the bulletin board. I think that's everything. I don't know if it wants me to talk to anybody else. I feel like I've done all of the stuff, so it does let me finish exploring. Oh, there's one person way at the bottom corner who I missed talking to. I see it now.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and run that way. Sometimes these doors don't open to you. It's pretty funny. Oh, wrong way. I want to go this way.
Listen. What? Greetings.
Alright.
Unbelievable.
The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Seros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
Alright. I think that's everybody. Go ahead and look. Cool. Well, let's see if we can do a little bit more fishing. Because it's always nice to fish. Oh, just a good there. I'm sad that it's still just a good after you miss one. It's a real drop down from perfect. Alright, well, I'll save stuff for next time. I guess I'm gonna finish exploring. And we'll go ahead and move through. It's Ferdinand's birthday, so we'll get him some flowers. Alright, everybody. I think we're gonna end it here just before the mission, and next time we can pick up with some action. But yeah, that was just running around and the first little intro battle that we got. Let's see, we can kind of check the schedule and stuff. You can only check 1 month at a time, but it does show you the stuff you missed, like the founding day here, and a birthday that you missed. But yeah, alright everybody, well thank you so much for watching, and I guess next time we'll see when we stream again, probably Saturday, and we'll pick up right at this battle. Alright, bye.